welcome back to CARSALAN with your boy Amir. In today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to properly check your transmission fluid if you own a W140. As you know, if you own a W140, this car does not come with a traditional transmission dipstick. You have to purchase one separately, or if you have one already, then you know that it does not come with the car. It comes separate. All it has is a cap that you put onto the transmission dipstick area, and we are going to check the transmission fluid for the first time in this vehicle. The proper way to check the transmission fluid in this car: you have to drive around for 20 to 25 minutes, let the transmission fluid warm up to about 80 degrees centigrade or Celsius, and after all that, you come back, you do a certain maneuver, which is you obviously, first of all, you have to be on a flat level surface. Then when you park the car, you leave the engine running. From there, you do a maneuver with the transmission from park, reverse to neutral, back to drive, back to neutral, reverse, park, in that order. So PRND, NRP, and then you wait 1 to 2 minutes and the transmission should be ready to check the fluid. And that being said, let's get on. Okay, so first cold start of the day. Sunday, it's pretty nice out. I'd say it's about 60-70 degrees here in New York. There we go. Wheel lock. I'm thinking it's the wheel lock, so there she goes. We'll let her idle down and we'll get on the road. 20 to 25 minutes. I'm not going to be going highway at all. I'll be going around the block, maybe around in the town. Just nothing crazy. I'm just trying to check the fluid to see if it's at a good level. The transmission doesn't seem to have any issues. Shifts properly, shifts nicely, as you'll see when we head out. Best way to test the transmission is go slow uphill and see how the gears shift. If the shift is very harsh, you already know that there is an issue with the transmission, or it could be low in fluid, depending on what the issue may be, or extreme, God forbid, a gear being chewed up. Alright, the idle has calmed down. I changed the shifter knob on this. It's an LED. Changes colors, if you can see it. It's pretty cool. That's pretty much this, and the mirrors are the only two mods that I did, only to the fact that I'm trying to keep it as original and classy as possible. So, yep. That being said, put your signal on, getting out of the driveway. Look left and right. No cars. There we go. All right. This segment obviously won't be 20 to 25 minutes. I'm just going to show you a few minutes of the transmission being shifted by focusing on the tachometer. Because these cars are old, it won't actually tell you that it's in second or third or fourth. So that being said, just focus on the tachometer. And here we go. First gear, up, it shifted nicely. Second, second. Oh, I believe that was third. Very seamless. And we have a car in front of us. So we're back to first. Or let's put it in neutral. And back into gear. Very smooth shifting. The idle is very nice in this car. It's very smooth, no rough idle at all. Nice purr. Not too bad. So that being said, a little harder idle. Nice ride. Let me close the windows just in case there's any wind noise. It's double insulated windows. All you hear is the engine purr. Cabin is very quiet. You can literally hear a pin drop. The motor mounts are shot, not really shot, but the left one, the driver's side, is pretty bad. I don't drive it too rough so that it can, because these cars are not dailied, but I will be doing that service soon. Hopefully if a day like this and I have not too much agenda on my schedule, I will definitely perform that service and show you all how it is to change motor mounts on this vehicle, which I don't believe is very tough at all. It's a bolt on top and I believe 2 bolts on the bottom, if I'm not mistaken, but I will go through it step by step and you'll see how that works. I will see you all in a few minutes back at the garage to check the transmission fluid, and we will get back to it. All right, 20 minutes is up. I'm reversing back into the driveway. Just to get on a level surface. No backup camera, sorry. This is pure original driving skills now. Can't rely on a camera. Parking sensors. You have to look at your mirrors and be mindful of your distance. That's how the real world, how we used to drive. But now, with technology, we've made so many things so convenient. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put it back in its spot so that when I'm done, I can just turn it off. And that should be good, I think. Yeah, decent. Okay. So the instructions are put it in, do park, reverse, neutral, drive, back to neutral, reverse, and then park. Leave the engine on, idling. release the hood latch. Grab my tool. The method is explained here, so just in case y'all are wondering why I mentioned it, it's because I read it here. Let's see if the camera could focus. It says, before checking the transmission fluid, drive the car for 20 to 25 minutes to warm the transmission fluid to around 80 degrees Celsius. Once finished driving, park the car on a flat level ground and slowly change gears in the following order: park, reverse, neutral, drive, back to neutral, reverse, park. Wait 1 to 2 minutes for the fluid to settle, and you will now be ready to check the fluid level. All right, let's go. So in order to check the level, this is the tool you need. We're gonna rest it right here for a second, just to open up the hood. So that is the tool you need. Lift up the hood. It's gonna be kind of tough to do it one-handed, but we'll make it happen. Because this is the way things work. The engine is running very smooth. I hear no noise. What I'm gonna do is release the extra space, just so that I don't bump my head. Because after all, you're going back here to this piece right there. And we'll release it with the flathead screwdriver, but I don't see this one have a red tab, so I'm not sure if it actually needs it. Maybe it's already off. Yeah, this one doesn't have the secondary secure. I guess the previous owner just left it off for convenience. But that being said, let's check this puppy out. 1 to 2 minutes have already passed, so there's no need for that. And yeah, here we go. So the stick is clean as a whistle because it's brand new. It's never been used. Purchased it from Amazon. And put it down like so. I believe this bend is probably where you should go up to, if I'm not too mistaken, but I don't think you need to go too far. It's still going. Okay, that's about it. It doesn't go further than that. Let's lift her out. See where she's at. And this one seems to be bone dry. Really? Okay. Give me a second, I'll be right back. So yeah, correction, there is no problem with the transmission fluid. I just checked. I believe it's a thing that Mercedes has. It's like a vacuum. You have to push the dipstick a few times in to open up the vacuum, and then you'll release the fluid. Some Mercedes, a lot of them are like that. Even with the oil, you have to sort of push the dipstick in and out just to get the fluid onto the dipstick. And as you can see, the results are amazing. The dipstick is at 80 degrees. The level is pretty full. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to get it on a black background so you can see the fluid is full. And when I put it to between my thumb and my index finger, the color is beautiful pink, doesn't have a burnt smell, and all in all, it's great. So, yep, that being said, the transmission fluid in this car is perfect. So I will shut the car off, and we can check the engine oil in this car as well. Just to sum up the video, we're checking important fluids. So as we all know, the transmission fluid was perfect, no smell, beautiful. Engine oil is right here. First thing you want to do before anything is just remove it after the engine is turned off completely. And let's see if I can set the camera down so you all can see this. Okay, perfect. So as you see, there's oil on the oil dipstick. Before you check the level, always clean off the initial. Then you put it back into the tube where the oil goes down to the oil pan, and you check the level. And this is full. I want to check the color to make sure it's not crazy black. Also rub it just to see if there's any particles or metal shavings, if at all, which no, there's none. This is clean. The smell doesn't smell bad. And just make sure it's not mixed. If it's really cloudy or gunky or whatnot, it could be mixed with coolant, which is a very bad thing. That means you might have a head gasket that's leaking, or whatever the situation might be that's been mixing. And since this car is not daily driven, the oil is still good. And a lot of people say a lot of comments about oil that, oh, it should be changed every 6 months regardless. Yeah and no. There's different views on a lot of things. Most of our opinion, you do what you feel is right and what works for you and what works for best. This car, I haven't changed the oil in over a year and a half or 2 years, I would say, and the color is still clean. Also, the car has only been driven, I would say, in the last 2 years, less than 150 miles. So that being said, you can tell the engine bay is clean. For 152,000 miles, this vehicle has been well kept. The maintenance, I've been on top of it. I just ordered wipers for the car because the blade for this one is shot, as you can see. So it's all about maintenance, as I always say. It doesn't matter if a car is old or newer. If the maintenance was neglected, then that's where the car ages most, is deferred maintenance. And that's with anything. That goes for anything in life. You neglect your body, you don't go to the doctors, you don't do visits, you don't eat good food. It's the same thing. What you put in your car is what you'll get out of it. So take care of your vehicles, maintain them every day, like I always say. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to smash that thumbs up button, team thumbs up. Let's go. The thumbs up squad. Get those likes going. Share the video with your friends. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't considered doing so already. And if you like seeing videos of cars like this and cars like this, make sure to subscribe because there's more content to come. And I will definitely see you all on the next one. Beautiful day here in New York City, gorgeous weather, loving it. It's about 68, 70 degrees, very cool, light breeze, amazing. Love this weather, could take it all year round. Stay safe, stay well, and until next time, peace out everybody.